Die deutsche Bundesregierung informiert jetzt offiziell im Internet über sogenannte Chemtrails. Seit etwa 20 Jahren vermuten Beobachter, dass das auch als Climate Engineering bezeichnete Verfahren regelmäßig angewandt wird. Das wurde aber immer wieder bestritten. Auf der Homepage des Bundesministeriums für Bildung und Forschung wird Climate Engineering nun als unschädliches Mittel gegen die Klimaveränderung angepriesen. Man wolle die Sonneneinstrahlung reduzieren oder CO2 aus der Atmosphäre entfernen, um die Erderwärmung zu bremsen. Wissenschaftler befürchten, die durch Chemtrails weltweit verstreuten Chemikalien könnten zu schweren Krankheiten beim Menschen führen, so zum Beispiel zum grauen Star oder der völligen Erblindung. Soweit die COP-Nachrichten.
Mein erstes Video wurde wegen Kachelmanns Urheberanspruch gelöscht. Dies ist die zweite Version ohne Kachelmanns Beleidigungen wie Idioten oder Nazis gegen informierte Bürger. Die Beschwichtigung von Kachelmann, dass es keine Chemtrails gibt, kennen wir. Und wie Kachelmann es formuliert, brauchen wir keine Angst haben. Gute Nacht.
My name is Sofia Xenidis. I am 17 years old. It is quite scary to know that the air we breathe is not what it's supposed to be. That the food we eat and the water we drink contain traces of those substances which are sprayed out over all of us as though we were being poisoned like insects. The feeling that this is causing me are feelings of deep anger and rage. I don't want to be poisoned, I don't want to be infected with cancer, and I'm just so angry that this global poisoning can be going on such a massive scale, and not enough is being done to stop this crime.
So, apparently, the war is against all of us, and we're all in a hostage crisis. People who took an oath to uphold and defend the Constitution are not only know this is happening, are participating in this. And all of us have a duty to stand up and speak out about it. Why is the water being contaminated? Why is the soil being contaminated? Why are aluminum-related diseases going up? And it's affecting all of us, and thus we all have the duty to stand up and speak out and get educated and stop this. For our own sake, for our children's sake, it is a crucial moment in history right now. As human beings, we need to decide whether to live on our knees while being sprayed and poisoned every day, while being under a continual threat, or whether we are going to stand up and live as free human beings and seek truth, justice, peace, and freedom for all of God's children.
There exists no justification, legal or otherwise, to poison the planet and its inhabitants.
And by the way, it's not really a moral hazard, it's more like free riding on our grandkids. And by the way, it's not really a moral hazard, it's more like free riding on our grandkids.
Numerous air quality studies, including from CARB, California Air Quality Resource Board, have named submicron-sized particulates as being particularly harmful for human respiration. Through all the discussions today, I have not heard any mention of this fallout, and has this been studied, and also the effects of a highly reactive metal like aluminum on toxifying soils and waters?
The question is, what would be the effects of these materials on human health if they came down into the stratosphere, in particular small particles in aluminum?
So the collaborators of mine working on the aerosol scheme are actually folks from Carnegie Mellon who focused on human health impacts. And while we haven't published it, that was the very first thing we did, was do the order of magnitude calculation in level pencil and paper, but with an expert on human health impacts about whether there could be an issue. And for aluminum or other particles, there are a lot of toxicological things that need to get looked at seriously. But if you're just thinking about the sheer number of particles and the human health impact of small particles, the answer is, well, we haven't published it. That was the first thing we looked at with some of the leading experts who do epidemiological research on human health impacts, and it's not even close to being an issue.
Clarify, so 10 megatons of aluminum dumped into the atmosphere would have no human health impact.
So let me be more careful here. To separate out the toxicological, so the alumina we've only begun to research and published nothing. Alumina we've only begun to research and published nothing.
Dane looked at him and he said, so you're telling me that spraying 10 to 20 megatons of aluminum, as you said, would have no human health effects? He took a deep breath and he swallowed and he said, let me be more careful here.
we haven't done anything serious on alumina, and so there could be something terrible that we'll find tomorrow we haven't looked at.
Guten Tag, meine Damen und Herren. Durch zunehmende Enthüllungen wird immer offensichtlicher. Der angebliche Klimawandel ist eine gewinnträchtige Lüge. Jetzt hat die jüngste Auswertung aller NASA-Satellitendaten der Jahre 2000 bis 2011 ergeben, dass es keine Erderwärmung gibt. Es ist vielmehr die Atmosphäre, die eine eventuelle Erderwärmung viel stärker als von den Computermodellen angenommen ins Weltall abgibt. Amerikanische Nachrichtenagenturen berichten aktuell, den Anhängern der Erderwärmungstheorie sei damit einer ihrer wichtigsten Grundpfeiler einfach weggebrochen. Unterdessen wurde der weltberühmte US-Forscher Charles Monnet, der seit Jahren behauptet, Eisbären litten unter dem Klimawandel, vom Dienst suspendiert. Das US Bureau of Ocean Energy Management gab bekannt, er habe bei seinen Studien offenbar nicht integer gearbeitet, so die offizielle Darstellung. Monnets Büro wurde durchsucht, seine Rechner beschlagnahmt. Monnet hatte Forschungsaufträge zu angeblichem Klimawandel im zweistelligen Millionenwert erhalten. Beobachter sind nun gespannt, wie die Regierungen der Welt mit den neuen Erkenntnissen umgehen werden. Diese haben weltweite umfangreiche Klimawandelprogramme aufgelegt, wie zum Beispiel den Austausch der Glühbirnen, die ihnen Milliarden in die Kasse spülen. Weitere Hintergrundinformationen bei www.cop-online.com.
This morning the sky, it was blue, but now it's turned to gray, overcast. I see the reflection in your eyes as they do a 10-mile high drive. Hush now, baby, don't you cry as grandmommy's singing you lullaby. She says, don't worry, baby, someday soon we're gonna eat the rich. The Secretary of Defense may conduct biological experiments. I guess Granny never told you sometimes life can be a honesty was only a test, and now